You know, I had thought about live streaming, like really doing some content consistently, whether it's me going out to eat somewhere, to the mall, to the just something and recording this. But let me tell you something. It's something about people when they see that camera, knowing that you're live. I don't know, it's something triggers their brain and they just start to act up, man. Now y'all know I got vlogs and stuff where I go and I've traveled and recorded things, but doing it live is a whole nother beast. You got to worry about music in the background. You got to worry about stuff that may be seen, just people in general. It's hey, and then people be stream sniping, so people will find out where you at and come over there. It's crazy. So we got the creepiest stalkers caught on live stream. Shout out to Top Tens. I'll leave the original in the description. We ain't gonna waste no more time. Let's jump right into it.
8, 9.
You're about to see some of the creepiest moments ever caught on live stream. Welcome back, Charlie here. Twitch can be fun for streamers and viewers alike, but sometimes these streamers get stalked by very creepy or even dangerous people, and sometimes it even happens in their own homes. In 2020, the Twitch streamer I'm Jasmine was walking on a beach in Vietnam. But that's when this eerie man creeps up behind her. The man looks around to make sure no one is seeing what he's about to do. That's when he goes in and sniffs I'm Jasmine.
9.
Sniffs her.
10. Oh my god!
See, you should always have somebody with you. Always somebody to watch. And you're over here streaming, looking into this small camera. You need to be watching your whereabouts. It's a lot that goes on. You'll have the chat right there. You know, people probably gonna be saying, watch out behind you, but you may not see it. You should have some type of security or something like that, man. It could be very dangerous.
That was so scary.
Yeah.
Did it just sniff me?
The creepy man had been following her for some time, and he topped it all off by sniffing her on camera. Little did he know that thousands of people were watching him do this at the time. Jasmine laughed it off, but it's clear she was very uncomfortable and scared. But sadly for I'm Jasmine, this was not the only time she was stalked on stream. On a separate stream, I'm Jasmine is sitting eating lunch out in the street. It's in public in broad daylight. That's when a man comes up and begins to touch her without asking her consent.
Oh, hi.
Hello.
Hi. Oh my god, why are you touching me? No, oh man, stop, I'm sorry, no.
She laughs very uncomfortably and tells him to stop touching her. But the man does not listen. That's when things get even worse. The man begins to try and touch her inappropriately.
He's so no, whoa, man, stop. Stop, yo, stop it. No, just don't touch it, bye.
Jasmine gets visibly annoyed and tells him to stop many times, but the man does nothing but laugh. It's in public and no one even stops this man. Jasmine tries to get away, but the man won't stop following her. After 10 minutes of—
And again, I don't know this girl, and I'm not saying she does this, but sometimes, unfortunately, a lot of this stuff be scripted too. So you got to watch out for that. Again, I'm not saying she's doing this, but yeah, that's another thing, because a lot of people are trying to get views, so they'll set up something. But and it sucks too, because a lot of this isn't scripted and it'll get a bad name for it. But again, that happened to her once. She should have been on her P's and Q's for it to not happen again. You know, and I know a lot of these streamers stream alone and stuff, but it should only take one incident for you to get the message that you need to get somebody protecting you. Or get your own cameraman so your cameraman can help you.
being stalked, Jasmine enters a store, and thankfully, after that, the man finally leaves. But the moment she leaves the store and goes to the other side of the road, another man approaches her. He gets out of his car specially to talk to Jasmine. Jasmine says she's going home and does not want to talk to this guy. According to Jasmine, this is a common occurrence. Later on in the stream, she begins to cry because she's so traumatized by the events. She says it's common for people to touch her weirdly or harass her in the street.
Always feeling unsafe. And I hate that.
It's clear she's had enough and has reached breaking point.
It happens so much. It's like people like literally harass me in the streets, and I'm like.
It's important that if we ever see this kind of thing in the street, we speak up and stop it from happening. But sadly, I'm Jasmine is not the only female streamer who has been stalked on stream. A similar thing happened to a streamer known as Amaranth. Amaranth was streaming her workout one day at the gym. That's when a man begins to visibly check her out live on stream. The man stares at her very creepily for a few seconds, even though Amaranth expresses no interest in this man. The man doesn't realize thousands of people are watching what he's doing. But this isn't even the creepiest thing to happen to this streamer. One day, Amaranth was IRL streaming her supermarket shop. A man can be seen on his phone in the background.
Ain't got the flash on, but she's in a, okay. See, I'm a little conflicted with this one because I feel like a lot of men out there, if they see a chick walking around in a Hooters outfit, they are probably going to either take a picture or want to take a picture with them. You know, granted, they are not in Hooters, but that's what a lot of Hooters women do, is you take pictures with them and all that stuff. So she probably, you know, straight from work and or on her way to work, I don't know. But you got to have like an extra t-shirt or something in the car, you know, because for one, you're setting yourself up to be stalked at work. Now they know where you work at. You know what I'm saying? If this is true, or this could be Halloween, I don't know. But if she works at Hooters or worked there, you're basically setting yourself up to get stalked at your job. Me, in my all of my existence on this earth, I've never seen a woman who worked at Hooters wear that Hooters work uniform to the store. I've never seen that in my life. So yeah, because people are going to creep. But you know, you're at the store, you can get up out of there. But again, now they know where you work at, if you work there.
But watch closely and you will be shocked at what happens next. The man takes a photo of Amaranth with the flash on. The man clearly messed up and didn't realize he had his flash and sound turned on. He then tries to play it off by taking photos of products on a shelf.
Oh, the oatmeal cookies.
Amaranth did not see what had happened, but the thousands of viewers clearly did. Taking these creep shots is very wrong. Not only is it insanely creepy, it's a massive violation of privacy. But unfortunately, this is a problem many women have to deal with around the world. Now let's look at another very scary stalker caught on livestream. But thankfully, this clip has a good ending. An Australian man named Rob CD was streaming his life in Tokyo. As he's streaming, he notices a woman and a man walking together. At first, he imagines they're a couple, but that's when he realizes something is seriously wrong. The woman keeps giving him a look as if to say, "Help me," and she also walks towards Rob. The woman then says Rob is her friend. Rob then tells the man that he's a friend of this girl despite not knowing her. He read the situation perfectly and realized that the woman was being stalked by this man. Rob tries to tell the man to go away, but he won't leave.
I'm sorry. With my friend.
Hi. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Good to see you. It's alright. Have a good night, man.
Hi.
See you.
Where from?
Australia.
Australia. Wow.
Yeah. Have a good night, man.
So, now fair.
Yes. Yeah.
The girl is clearly very nervous and scared, but Rob's simple and heroic actions saved the day.
Damn.
Always be on the lookout if someone looks uncomfortable in the street. Just because they're with a man doesn't mean they're a couple. The woman could be getting stalked just like in this case. But I also have to mention a very scary and dangerous stalker caught live on Twitch. This happened to a streamer named Elia Gatto. She was walking around with a friend on the street, but that's when they notice a creepy man is following them on the street. If that wasn't bad enough, this man has a samurai sword.
Oh god! Oh god! Let's go find your husband! Let's go your husband! Let's go to your husband! Oh my god! What?
They try to go down different streets, but the man won't stop following them. Thankfully, a man notices their situation at one point and steps in. But even with the guy helping them, the man with the samurai sword won't stop following them. Eventually, the Good Samaritan calls the cops.
This guy witnessed that. So has seen that this guy is following us and he's telling us to run to the hospital.
The man with the samurai sword is soon stopped by police. But it disturbs me how little people came to these women's rescue. They were clearly scared and maybe even in danger. If the man with the sword was not arrested, who knows?
I don't know if they were yelling out for help, but like, again, man, you don't know what to believe these days. This dude got a sword. She has on, I can't see their full outfit, but hell, people probably thought the guy was with her, you know? Because there was a lot of people out there, so it's scary. It's scary, man. Streaming is very, I mean, you get to see, like, this is stuff that happens all the time. It's just that people are recording it, so you get to see what it really is like. But you gotta, yeah, you gotta be careful, man. And there's so many people around them.
What could have happened? There's a very good possibility these girls could have been injured or even had their lives taken by this man. Now, moving on, we have to look at this very scary clip. In 2020, a streamer named Sushi Potato came across 3 fans. The fans said they wanted to take a photo with her, but it turns out what they really wanted was a lot more sinister. She was wearing a low-cut top, so put her hand over her chest. But that's when the men demand she moves her hand. She refuses, and that's when they begin to touch her and try and get her to move her hand.
Live.
No, I'm not taking my hand off! No, I'm not taking my hand off! Hell no! Stop it! No!
These fans are incredibly creepy and way overstepping the line. In 2021, Sushi Potato is talking to a random man on the street. The man asks where she's from and basic facts about her, but that's when things go seriously wrong. The man begins to touch her inappropriately. She gets upset and tells him to go away. Thankfully, she has water to throw at the man to make him back off.
Thankfully, she has water. There's been so many situations where things didn't end well. A lot of these girls are lucky, man, because, hey, these people do not care that they're live. These people don't care that their face, like when you're dealing with someone that's evil, they don't give a damn about no camera. They do this stuff in broad daylight. He said, thankfully she had some water. Maybe he was being sarcastic, but man, y'all got to get protection. For real. That's why because I don't know how old these videos are, but that's why I think I see a lot of girls that are streaming with a cameraman. You know what I mean?
This situation easily could have got dangerous or even worse. The scary thing is, the man knew he was being filmed but didn't even care. It's terrifying what can happen to a woman on a street late at night. But sometimes Twitch streamer stalkers take things to another level. Take a look at this haunting clip from streamer JDAN. While streaming live, she gets a phone call from her stalker. At first, the stalker pretends to be her father on the phone, but he then goes on to say that he's not her father. The stalker then says if she doesn't remove her clothing, he will take her father's life. JDAN is visibly scared and confused. Later on, JDAN explained the stalker was verbally abusing her on the phone. Jade quickly called her father to make sure he was safe, and thankfully he was. She then called the police to report this stalker. Hopefully the call can be traced. But this is not the first time Jade has been stalked live on stream. One time a stalker sent 25 pizzas to her house. And another time the fire department was called to her house. That's because a stalker wrongfully called up and said her house was on fire. Man. It's terrifying that someone who simply streams games would have such evil stalkers. Jade tries to make people smile with her streams. And in return, she gets stalked and swatted. Now, I have to include this clip from the late great streamer Rectful. One day, Rectful was walking down the street in Japan at night. That's when he notices something strange behind him. There's a creepy masked man following him on the street.
I think I've seen this.
Following me, I would have been creeped out. Wait, he turned. Wait, he turned. Wait, do I run?
No matter where Rectful walks, the man seems to follow him. He even turns around various times, and so does the man. At this point, Rectful realizes the man is absolutely following him, so he begins to run. That's when the man begins to chase after Rectful. Eventually, Rectful yells at the man and asks him what he's doing.
I'm running.
Man, you know me? Why did you do that?
Thankfully, the man in the mask later said it was simply a prank and he's a fan of Rectful. But even so, this is a very scary and nasty prank to play. Thankfully, it was simply fun and games.
No.
But as we've already seen here, sometimes streamers can be harassed by dangerous people. I can only imagine what Rectful was thinking in this moment. Finally, let's look at this clip from a Singaporean.
No. First of all, I ain't letting you get that close to me. Dude talking about it's a prank. He get up close on you and shank you. And there was another dude there. Oh no. Oh no. That's what I'm talking about, man. That live streaming is a different animal, man. Different animal, especially when people just don't care that they're being recorded.
Streamer named Kiera Kitty. Kiera Kitty is filming herself one day on a train, but that's when a man in front of her begins shaking his behind in her face. Kiera is clearly very creeped out by this, but the man only responds in a rude way.
What? Wait. What are you doing?
Don't film me if you don't want to be filmed.
This man is way bigger and stronger than Kiera, and it's very wrong for him to behave in this way. But the sad thing is, no one steps in to help Kiera here. I made this video to hopefully inspire some of you guys to step in if you see something like this happening in your life. Even just pretending to be someone's friend and stepping in could save their life, or prevent them from being touched inappropriately.
I mean, I've seen stuff happen with ISO Speed, and he be having security. Some people just be wanting to go viral, man. Some people have really launched their careers just going viral of doing the most outlandish thing. All I can say is get you somebody, get you some type of security, especially for the females out there. You got to have yourself a cameraman, or if you just want to record yourself, just have somebody close by, because it is some wicked people out there, man. Hey, appreciate y'all coming over and watching. Peace out.